Hi
Trim,
guys.
who gave you a trim, by the way?
Pardon?
Who gave you a trim?
What?
Who gave you a trim?
Oh no, you know I've got clippers though, bro.
You gave yourself a trim.
Juls.
Yeah.
Hi guys,
Yeah,
welcome
Juls.
back to another episode of the Final Third via Zoom. We have myself, Banks, and Lavish with a
Come on.
funky background. So today
Come
we're
on,
just gonna
wallpaper. You stop. Don't be rude.
we're gonna jump straight into it and talk about the Dutch league. They are not gifting Ajax as champions, but they're not doing relegation either. Do we
So
see?
the whole league is null and void, kind of.
Yeah. But
Okay.
do we see any other leagues doing this? Because we do have like other leagues where they've gifted them champions. But like, what do we think? Like, is it right? Is it wrong?
Looking at the players' reaction, the players definitely wanted. I'm seeing Zach's comments. He definitely wanted the league to continue and for a potential champion to be crowned. So I can definitely see it from the players' point of view. But in terms of logistically, it made sense to end the league here, and I can definitely see more leagues following suit. Apart from the Belgian league, who all teams had played equal games, although I think they made a mistake in crowning crowning the team at the top of the table as champions in that moment because there were still more rounds of games to play. Anything could have happened, but they named the champion. But I can definitely see more teams going down the Dutch league, the Dutch league's route of
But if they resume
potentially ending
playing, if they resume playing, like for example, the German league, would it really make sense for them to now just cut it off randomly and be like, okay, no, we're gonna give it to Munich as champions or whatever? Like, why would you stop if you're just gonna end up taking that route anyway? Like, you might as well just not make them go back to training and football, just give them the league.
I'm assuming that if they've allowed the league to continue, which they said will essentially start on May 9th, I believe, for Bundesliga, then they must have intentions of finishing the season. I know Germany have been good in terms of testing and getting the coronavirus under control, but whether that's a good decision on putting people out into a full contact sport, possibly exposing them, they seem to have taken a lot of precautions to ensure that it doesn't spread. But this coronavirus thing, who knows? One person could bring it in, one person sees another person, and then it's a whole thing. So it'll be interesting to see whether that's actually a good decision. We pray that none of the players actually contract or nothing, it all goes smoothly, but it's a very risky decision to take.
So going into that, actually, because that is my next question. Obviously, everyone's obviously happy because like, spirit restored. Like we're all going back to football finally. We can watch something on TV. But is it the right decision? Because even though we can all be selfish and be like we want football back, blah blah. I'm seeing people dropping like I'm going to start betting, and like people have missed football. But it's like, are you really making the right decision? Like, are you really making the right decision?
So you mean in terms of Germany resuming on the 9th?
They're starting the 9th of May. Like it's been confirmed, everything. Like they've started like training, but is it the right decision? Like, because I think they'll be the only ones currently playing football.
What we know is with just the different leagues, we know. Okay, this is very difficult because in Germany the situation there doesn't seem as drastic as in France and Spain and UK.
But they have got a high number still.
But they've got an even lower death rate. They've got a very low death rate compared to the amount of cases. And it's also to do with like the finance. It's all, like we said, it's always a money decision. It's always to do with the finances going into the league, so the TV rights and stuff. So, and Germany's isn't even as high as the Premier League or La Liga. So, but I think it's more so to do with the state in which the country is handling coronavirus itself. But as a whole, predominantly in England the most, this is a very significant moment in football because continuing the league there's already there's a lot of scrutiny on the league already and on footballers in terms of wages, in terms of even before the whole wages debate. There was already a wages debate before this wages debate. We all know that they've all the conversation of essential workers getting more money than footballers, and just how they just kick a ball. People been saying that debate. So with this corona now and people scrutinizing how like football and the FA is doing everything they can to get the league going, I think if they do carry on the leagues, predominantly in the Premier League, it's gonna have a bitter taste it's just gonna have a bitter taste in like residents' mouths in terms of putting football above the law. I don't know. Making it null and void seems like the only reasonable thing, like we said last week. But it's good though, as a fan, to have the Bundesliga coming back, whether it's safe, because certain procedures like frontline workers will still be at risk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just players. It's not just training staff. People still have to work the games, even though there'll be limited numbers at the stadium. So I believe if it's not essential, it doesn't need to carry on, just like in all walks of life now.
Are they playing behind closed doors, or are they actually?
They will have to play behind closed doors.
It will definitely be behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors. But hey.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, whether that decision will prove to be the right one, it's
Hindsight.
definitely not a black and white decision. But boy,
yeah,
we have to see whether
time will
it
tell.
causes any sort of spike in coronavirus cases. But Germany seems to be handling it very well in terms of the actual virus. But it's a very risky decision to go and put in such a contact sport, and the risk of spreading players, because players still need to they're still going to spit on the floor, still going to spit about the place, still going to be passing on, like they're going to need to speak to each other at close range, going to need to touch each other.
Yeah.
It's like,
so
when you think about it in that sort of sense, it's kind of a crazy decision to bring it back, but we'll see.
The issue. Sorry, just quickly. The issue with carrying on sporting events, like we found out with the PSG Dortmund game, it's not so much playing behind closed doors. It's that fans will gather outside these places after.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a country like Germany, where their police can really enforce it, like if they say no one come outside because there will be strict measures.
Yeah.
Maybe they can get away with it. Not so much in England, because
in England, no one cares. Like people out here,
authorities are very liberal when they're enforcing stuff.
Can you imagine the Borussia Dortmund stadium with no fans in it? That's just like, I don't even know if you'd want to see something like that.
That's bad.
He said Burgess.
Okay, so moving on to transfer rumours. We're going to start with Aubameyang, because that's the one that's been like the most talked about on Twitter. He's linked with Chelsea and United. I mean, I don't know how believable that is, or how...
I don't believe either of them. But for some reason,
he's been linked with them, and I don't know why. I mean...
I don't believe... Sorry, go on, Judy.
I was going to say, y'all niggas kind of applaud him, but...
I was gonna say I don't believe in either link at all, because I believe firstly if he's gonna leave Arsenal, he kind of has to have a step up. That's his problem right now. It's not so much does he want to stay, it's like where can he go that will better his career and he'll get the payday.
Mm-hmm.
If he goes to United or Chelsea, he will get the payday, but it's not so much a step up.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, are they gonna more likely to win something than Arsenal? Okay, but it's marginal. It's not drastic if there is, if the answer is yes. And go on, guys.
I can definitely see Chelsea, because Chelsea are in need of they're real need of a striker, and with Aubameyang on only 1 year left on his deal, I can definitely see them making like a cheeky move for Aubameyang, and I can see possibly you could want to go there. I don't really see the United link. The United link, I wouldn't really see the United one as credible, but the Chelsea one, that situation kind of makes a lot more sense. But I'm hearing rumours he wants to go back to Italy, possibly Milan.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Do we prefer, like, would we see him in? I prefer to see him in another league, obviously, but
yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be better to go to another league. I don't know.
Milan's kind of in a rebuilding stage as well, so again, it'll be kind of like AC. That's the one he's linked to. So yeah,
I'm gonna go
Him
AC.
going from Arsenal to AC again is that'll pretty much just be the payday without the trophy guarantee.
Yeah.
That's going under Gazidis again. I would rather see him in another league. In terms of to better his career, anywhere he goes, he's going to get the check. That's one thing we know. But in terms of bettering his career, he's got to go to a bigger club in terms of like a more credible club. So, Bayern won't need him. Real Madrid, I don't know. Barca, I don't know. But if he goes to Chelsea, seems like the more realistic move, like the one that makes more sense in terms of if he's in London, he loves London. He doesn't really have to move. They need a striker. They're in desperate need of a striker. United, I don't know why I believe that more. Maybe because that link has been around a lot longer. And maybe because it's given me RVP PTSD. So, yeah. I don't know.
Quickly, just in terms of Aubameyang, if he was to leave, if he played his last game for Arsenal, would you see him as a successful? Like, would you see his time at Arsenal as a success?
Definitely.
Fair enough.
But
the next transfer rumor is Partey linked with Arsenal.
Partey after Partey. Listen,
you lot got his chance sorted.
Let me get us into it because there's been so much. Like, first of all, he's linked. Then apparently he said like he's interested. Then we've got talks about his dad or his uncle being like saying.
Listen, basically, I spoke to my Ghanaian friend Abraham Frimpong Mensah, and he's gone and told me.
Don't bring Abe into this.
He's in the know. Abe is in the know.
Don't bring Abe into this.
Abe is in the know. Abe is in the know. I spoke to my guy Abe, and what he's gone and done, he's put a story up of Partey coming to Arsenal in the Arsenal kit. Partey's watched it now. No word of a lie. I'll send you it.
Send me the WhatsApp video.
Yeah, Partey's gonna watch. Can you behave? Partey's gonna watch it now, and then all of a sudden, links about his dad saying to get us all come out now. So Abraham's really got the ball rolling on this side. So all Arsenal need to do really now is put the money down. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's happening.
So what would his
that's happening.
That's happening. I'm telling you, like, no, it's happened.
What would his price tag be?
Pardon?
It'd be 50 million euros, I think.
50
I think he's got a release code.
Yeah, 50 mil. 50 mil euros. So that's like 40. Well, with this exchange rate, it'll be like 46 now.
So with him, let's say he does come in, what does that do to the structure? Like, who do we see leaving?
The same man needs to leave.
Okay, but like, what position does he play?
CM, and he's quite versatile. So he covers at right back sometimes.
If Partey comes in, Xhaka kicks rocks, man.
Yeah,
that's the basis of it.
That's my thing. Like, who just like, obviously it's a good thing because Xhaka's been needed to go, but I don't know. Like, what does it do to the structure? No.
It does a lot to the structure. Xhaka can go finally without any like remorse. Like, Xhaka can just leave because now you've got adequate cover for him.
Want to keep him on the subs bench?
No. We don't need. That's pointless. It's pointless. We still need another centre mid. We still need another centre mid. We'll still need some centre backs and a right back and an attacker, like probably a left winger or something. But I'm not too fussed on the left winger. That's a treat. But we'll still need when Partey comes. We'll still need another centre mid and 2 centre backs and a right back. Because Torreira's been flirting with leaving, but he can leave.
Listen, he flirts every other 3 weeks. Like, every other week.
His agent
I said, he's got... Okay, cool.
Italy.
Fine.
Italy. If you want to go to Italy, you can go back to Italy, brother. But I've seen the US links, the Usmane. If that's real rap, that's what you know what we here. You know what we're on here. Yeah,
you ain't doing niche with Ousmane Dembele. You ain't doing niche with.
You know what I'm saying? So if Arteta comes with a knock, Us is coming. So the thing about Ousmane, I've always been a big fan. When he was bigger than Mbappe, I've been a big fan. When he got injured, I've been a fan. Never supported the move.
That's another thing with him that he's injury prone.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take the risk on him still.
I'll take it. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk.
I also saw that someone, I think it was Suarez or someone, said that it's not normal for like, it must be something going on in the team back doors, because how does one always get injured and then when he comes back like recovery?
We don't. As outside football, we don't really talk about what Suarez has to do because Suarez backs people.
But he's on Dembele's side. He's just saying like, Rise, it's not normal for someone that young to keep on getting injured if your back staff are not doing the correct job.
Barcelona are doing them, fam. They need the scapegoat for all the times Messi. If I won't even go there, my bad.
Yeah,
I won't even go there. I won't go there.
But moving
We don't do conspiracies.
swiftly.
No conspiracy.
Liverpool, they've got quite a few links. They've got Mane linked with Madrid. I don't know how true that is, but yeah. Do we see that happening? Is that a possibility after this whole pandemic?
Yeah, assuming that Real Madrid still want to put down the big bucks because obviously they've got Hazard in that position as well. But if Real Madrid do come calling for Mane, there's no way he's saying no. I'm sorry. Like the idea that he'd stay, like I think he's 28 now. If Real Madrid were to come calling for him, then he's gone. Nobody turns down Real Madrid. It's just.
But I'm fearful for Mane. I'm fearful for Mane because of his complexion and stuff at Real Madrid. You know, it's not. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy being black and going to Spain.
I'd rather be black and go to Real Madrid than be black and go to Barca.
You think so?
You think?
Yeah.
They've had a lot. Barcelona have had a lot more black players.
I think it's the other way round.
Yeah. But no, but I understand what Banks is saying. Just the Barcelona, not just the club, like Barcelona, not very forward.
Yeah.
I'm not worried for Mane.
Yeah,
if Real Madrid do come calling, then he has to go. There's no way he's turning down Real Madrid.
So you think? So sorry, Judy. Just quickly. So they're in for Mane instead of Salah. Yeah, that's fine.
That's what the links are saying.
Has Salah been linked at all to anybody?
No one wants him.
I think Salah would stay. I don't see Salah moving.
I mean, I don't see where he's going, but okay. Ginny, he's having contract standoff with Liverpool. What's the situation there like? Is he trying to get a new contract or?
I think it's the situation in terms of coronavirus. I don't think it's anything more than that because if anyone understands Gini's role, it's Liverpool. A lot of football fans don't understand how important Gini is, but I believe Klopp does and Liverpool does. So
I think
it's even though corona related.
Even though that's the case, I think he's 30 now, and I think he wants a long contract, big payday, which Liverpool aren't necessarily ready to give him. He's 29, 30.
Contract coming to an end.
I think he's got one more year left on it.
I'll have him.
Yeah, so
he's very gorgeous to me. No lie.
I think that's the reason why there's been a contract standoff. Obviously, if the situation was he's a bit younger and he's in this sort of form, they definitely give him the contract. But right now, he wants like 4 years on a lot higher wages. So I'm guessing that's where the standoff comes in. With this, do you think that possibly Liverpool go for a different type of centre mid? Because Gini, his qualities is a very hard thing to replace. Like consistently fit, higher energy, plays to the role that the manager will. That's not easy. That's not an easy remit to fill. So, do you feel like Klopp goes for the same thing, or possibly get the creative midfielder that they want?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to replace a player that is such an unorthodox centre mid. It's very difficult to tie down. And centre mids are very rare now. Obviously, we have the centre mid, which a jack of all trades now. Good physical attributes, good technical. But Gini's one is not as clear cut as that because his role in the centre mid, like you see how he plays for Holland, you see the attacking impotence he has in Holland, you see the discipline he has at Liverpool. So he has the best of both, but it's not so much a jack of all trades because in that he has high intensity. But what would you say is his main strength? Is
in that Liverpool team, definitely tactical discipline.
Exactly. And that is
being
not
able to
hard.
play.
That is not easy to replace. It's not
So you
easy
say
to replace
Liverpool,
at all.
if Liverpool want to stay on top, just give them the money.
100%. It's a quick fix, and it gives you more time to do some more research. Because right now, if you're trying to replace Genie, as much as you have Corona time, it's a panic. It will be a panic. But who? I ain't seen something like him before.
You ain't seen something like him before.
No, I ain't seen not to that. No, not. He's two completely different players for like two teams he plays for, and I ain't seen someone as disciplined as that. Who does, because he doesn't wander. He don't go and jolly up the pitch. Because like we used to, like I see at Arsenal all the time. With Song, the likes of Alexander Song or like Ramsey. No discipline. No discipline. So to me, it's a treat to watch.
Fair enough.
So they're also linked with Werner. Is that how you say his name?
Timo Werner.
So what would that mean for Firmino?
Oh, that bum.
Hey, before they come for your next, yeah. Let's not even get into that. So yeah, what would that be for, like? What happens
if Liverpool want to take the next step, they've got to improve on that striker position. They can't keep relying. Can't keep relying on Mane and Salah to carry them through the season.
They need to reward their fans, because their fans have been fighting for Firmino's corner for years. Get the strain off their fans for years. Just get it off their fans. Let either do a straight swap with Firmino. No, actually, no, you'll lose out if you do a straight swap. Just for me, Firmino's good in it. All jokes aside, Firmino's good. But if that Bank said, if you want to take the next step to really solidify this, they did solidify this league. They did solidify this league, to be honest.
The only way you continue to build on that dominance is if you keep improving on your squad, keep improving on your first 11. And if they keep Firmino, you scored, I think, what was it? You went nearly a calendar year without a goal at home. For your main starting striker, no matter what other roles you play in the team, that's a crazy, crazy stat to have against your name. So if they want to go next season and challenge for the Premier League the way they did here this season, they have to go get a booter up front, a proper booter. Werner, I've got reservations against him. Big game performances. Can he, in terms of holding the ball up, does he have? Because he's great going in behind, but when you've got to bring other facets to your game, that's where Firmino will kind of be better than him. But in terms of being a more complete striker, I'd give it to Werner every single day. So that quality of player, you need to bring him into your side if you want to improve. Firmino.
Sorry. If you get Werner, then like we're saying, you just have to change something in the midfield. So it's not so much like he comes in and he has to have his style of play just like Firmino's in terms of setting and bringing others into play. You could just alter that, because what he lacks in what Firmino gains, you can put that in another midfielder. So it'll be an upgrade. It'll be an upgrade in terms for striking ability as a striker. But does Klopp want to change his tactics? And the thing is, you're saying to solidify their Premier League drive for next season. I don't believe City are going to get stronger.
Okay,
You don't think so?
Stop there.
No.
That was actually the question I was going to ask to round it off. Because we've been talking about Liverpool and structure and whatnot, would Liverpool need to drop or add to their player or add to their squad, or can they go a whole new season with the same players? Like, do you think they can actually do what they've done again with the same players?
Just added Adrian. Who was it last year? Just Adrian.
Yeah, but can we see them doing this like for the next 5 years or next 3 years?
No.
Liverpool?
Yeah, like at some point you're gonna have to switch it up, because your players, as much
Julie, do you mean like change structure, or do you mean like get more players in?
Like bring in players, because at the same time I'm not gonna get bored of seeing the way they play or whatever, but you can't keep running these players as you say, of course FC, but for a whole another season.
If Liverpool don't make signings this season, I reckon they burn out. I don't think they win it again.
Yeah, like that's my thing, because I had this debate on the Gold Diggers lot. they think some of them guarantee that Liverpool can do this again. Easy.
I agree.
You think Liverpool can do it again? Same team?
Nah, sorry.
Listen,
There are too many.
yeah,
There are too many. Think about last season. They had a lot of close matches, which they just pushed.
No,
they willed
they can't
themselves
do it
through.
again.
and if we take away all those close matches, yeah, and let's say they lost all those close matches, City will be like 5 points behind.
That's not the point.
That's
not the point.
That's the point. The point is
if Liverpool stay here and teams get closer, then all of those all of those matches where it was proper close, if they start losing some of those, other teams take advantage.
Because we have to even deeper. Majority of the competitions, okay, let's forget, like, okay, the smaller ones, so the FAs and the League Cups and whatever, they didn't even play like most of their full squad. So let's say now, like the beginning of this season, they were in 8 competitions. So from the world, whatever it was called that they won, to all these other competitions. So imagine now trying to have that again with the same set of players.
Julia, I don't agree with you and Grant. I really do believe, in terms of the league, the way they bulldozed it, they allowed an ample amount of slip-ups. They allowed them. So I'm saying, even if they're off the ball quite a bit next season with the same squad, they still have so much room for error. That's how much they just bulldozed this league.
I'm not doubting that they've still got room to a bit of room for error in terms of dropping points, but if you allow the other teams to move forward while you're standing still, it makes it a lot tighter of a title race.
Yeah, definitely. But they'll still cut it. I believe they'll still cut it, even though it's tighter.
Where I've never seen a team stand still and then retain the Premier League. I watched United. No, we definitely didn't. I watched United win it in 2011, and we didn't make any major signings, and then we let City caught us up.
True.
I saw us then sign Van Persie in 2013, and then we blitzed the league.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
No team will win the Premier League again without improving.
Your three-peat, so we'll go back to your three-peat, 07, 08, 09. 08 to 09, how did you improve?
We added Tevez. 09, we added Berbatov.
You had Tevez in 08.
Okay, 08 we added Tevez, but we didn't have him in 07. So 07 we didn't have Tevez. 08 we had Tevez. Then 09 we had Berbatov.
09 Berbatov was the add-on.
Even 08 we added players like Nani, Anderson.
Yeah, fair enough.
You've got to improve the quality of your first team if you want to retain that Premier League. No team has ever stood still and said, okay, we're going to go again with the same bunch and win the Premier League.
06 they added Ballack. 05 they added, fair enough. Cool.
Okay, well, that could be our next topic discussion on Twitter or to debate or something, because I genuinely don't think they can do it, but we'll see. But thank you guys for watching us on Zoom. I think this is fun to say now. But we will see you next time on another episode of The Final Third. Peace.
Come on. Peace.
Peace.